Red Hat Pirates here with a new deck profile for the new ST-21 Red Luffy. Is this leader one to cop or is it cope? Let's find out. But before we get into the deck, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell, turn on notifications, and get at me in the comments. Let me know if you like the deck, hate the deck, or what you do differently. Okay, let's check out how we were running Red ST-21 Luffy, or dare I say, Zooffy. Went ahead and turned off the camera for you guys. ST-21 Monkey D Luffy, aka Zooffy. Don ×1, activate main once per turn. Give one of your characters up to 2 rested Don cards. So all you have to do is add 1 Don and you can give 2 to somebody else. We're running the Zoo version. So 4 blocker choppers. This is the one where you give 2 Don to your chopper and then you can minus one of their characters by 3k when attacking, and it's also a blocker. Really good card, matches the leader ability really well. 3 of the Searcher Nami, 3 of the Super Spot build Duck Squad. All this really is a 2k counter and a target for our animals. It's something we can technically cheat out and get back in hand by give up to one of your active leaders minus 5,000 during this turn. Return this card to the hand at the end of your turn when attacking. Typically, we don't like to use that. We could swing it because of our leader ability, because we're able to just attach 2 Don to it and swing it as a 5. So it's worth keeping out on the field if you have to do it, but it's just one of those cards that it's a nice 2k counter target. And then we're running 3 of the Chopper that allows you on play to play up to one of your animal type character cards with 3,000 power or less from your hand. This would be a target for that, as well as this. We're running 3 of the Dragons. This is one of the best cards in this, because you're able to play this out on 8 Don, give your leader 2 Don, swing 7, give the dragon back 2 Don, and swing 11 if you have nothing else on the field and had to do it that way. It just gives you like an insane amount of like free extra Don to work with. We're running 4 of the Tony choppers, where on turn, on play, and when attacking, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and from them play up to 1 animal type character with a power of 4,000 or less is rested, then place the rest of the cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So we're looking for this, or this, or this, and we also have this that we can play off of it. Robson is low-key clutch in this deck as well. We're running 4 of the Hiking Bears. This is the one where you activate main once per turn, give up to one of your animal type characters, and then this character 1,000 power, and this just has to have 1 down on it to do it. So a good play. Maybe you have that on board already. You're able to put 1 down on leader, put 2 down on this, swing 5, use this ability, maybe give this an extra 1, swing 5, and then swing 5. So in a sense, it's still got that Zoro-like ability to where even though you're playing lower end cards, you're still able to just continuously hit people for 5s and low attacks and just force them to throw cards away or life away. We're running 3 of the Robson. This card is very clutch. It's a great rusher in this because it pairs well with the ability. You can play this out for 3 Don and then immediately get use out of 2 of the 3 Don and go right back onto him, and then Don ×2 on this character, it gains rush, so you're able to have a free 6k swing. We were running 2 Wapple. Now people may think this is crazy, but this card is low-key fire, and it honestly may be worth investing more in. You could technically go down maybe another Nami Searcher to invest into 3 of these. This is the best target to play off of Zoro probably in the game, because like, so if for those that don't know, this is the new Zoro card. We're running 4 of these. Don ×2, this character gains rush. On KO, you may play a red character with 6,000 base power or below other than Zoro from your hand. This card is able to be played off of that. And this card with 1 Don on it, when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for this turn, then give this character plus 2,000 power until the end of the next turn. Crazy good card if you're able to just play it off of a Zoro KO. We're running 4 of the Tony Chopper blockers. This is the one that this character has 2,000 power on an opponent's turn, and then it's a 2k as well. If it said animal, this would be absolutely broken. We're running 4 of the 1-cost Namis that allow you to give a rested Don to your leader or one of your characters. Activate once per turn. This card is like, you're typically looking for this in opening hand, because if you're going second and you get this card and this card opening hand, then that's just a really good play. Because you're going to play this out, then the following 4 Don turn, you'll be able to play this out, give 1 to leader, play this out. This is going to have rush. And then afterwards, after the turn's over, if they swing back into this and clap back and you have Wapple in your hand, you'll be able to play that out. If you have this in your hand, you'll be able to play that out. We typically don't like to play our rushers off of this. We typically look to play this card, sometimes this card, depending on the circumstances, and then your blockers are an okay play as well. because this card you typically want to play this on your turn to where you're playing out your rushers, and then you're using this to play out your characters that aren't rushers. And then we are running 4 of the Shut Up and Come With Us. This is the counter event that look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put up to 1/3 cost or less animal type character into play, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Obviously, we'd be looking at this card or this card. Okay, that's the deck. Let's get into it. Let's see how it plays out. Spoiler alert, this absolutely destroys Blackbeard. Alright, first up we have Teach. So we get our Nami play off. We're just going to grab our Rush Luffys because we know those bury him. He's probably not going to black hole us. Most people don't even expect Zooffy. So we're swing 5. We'll play out that. We'll get a blocker chopper off of it. On to Fordon. He has to take care of... Yep, he does. And then we can just counter out of that one. We'll give our Duck Squad because we're not going to play it. Alright, now we know we have a Luffy play. We can swing this, give 1 to leader, use leader ability, give 2 to chopper. Yep. So we get 3 swings real fast, just 3/6, and he takes them all. Turn 3, he's on 2 life. So he gets a KO. We can counter out of this. And like next turn, he's gonna be he's hurting. He's done. Yeah. So yeah, and this is what happens with teaches typically. They just quit. So here we have Shanks. We seen our Nami. We grab our... Go ahead and get our chopper out. We'll play our chopper. We'll use our chopper just to play out a hiking bear because there was nothing else. He'll kill it, which is fine. It was just serving as a pseudo blocker anyways. So here we have the Luffy play. Yep, so we can swing Luffy, give 1 to leader, use leader ability to give 2 to chopper. Chopper plays out blocker chopper, and then we get to swing another 6. And we're just going to get to nitpick at life like that constantly. And there's not going to be a lot he can do about it. So he'll swing 6 into the 4. I think we'll probably let that go. We could save it, but... Okay. Alright, so he gets rid of that as well. But we got Robson, and Robson is like a free rush. Because we get leader ability, so now we can swing 7 with Robson. And then we can swing 7 with Luffy. And then we can put 1 on leader. And then we'll keep 1 up for our event. He must have hit a trigger. He does. He hits a 0 cost trigger. Yeah, like, we're a 4K. Okay. We won't use it yet. We'll let him use that. And then we'll use it. And it's just a hiking bear, unfortunately. But it's okay. It is something still. And we're able to swing it, so. So we can play blocker chopper because it's practically free to play. We'll put that. We'll add 2. So basically we got to play it for 1 and then still swing our Donworth. And then he hit a Red Hawk. So he's getting pretty lucky on triggers. We'll just play another chopper out. And then pass. Pretty lucky triggers. Okay. We got a ton of counter. Alright, there's our rush. We've been wondering where our Zoros were. Zoros are what we're really looking for in this matchup. So we get 7. We can swing the 7. Then we can swing our chopper. We can minus the silvers and maybe scare him into thinking we might go for it. Let's just go for game. We got enough counter that we know we can get out of his next attacks. Otherwise, we made a swung into Rayleigh. We'll get out of that one. We're not going to take any shots here because we know he can play Dragon. And that's what he's doing. So 7. See, we would have to have counter in hand, and we haven't seen our dragons and stuff, so we're not going to take a chance. Because we know we just win next turn. Yep. And that's that. And here we have Lucci. So for those that don't know, if you've ever used Zero, Lucci destroys Zero. So this, in my opinion, is a very interesting match to see if we're able to pull out on this one. But we're able to swing 5, and then we can play out our Zoro, because if he KOs our Zoro, that's what we want, because then we get Wappo out on the field. So let's see what he does. Okay, he did KO the Zoro. We get Wappo out. And then we can probably 1k counter out because we're going to take leader shot. I guess he didn't have another play. We took anyways. So we could... Yeah, we're going to play Zoro out here. Yeah, okay. We could have done it a different way as well, but... Yeah, we'll leave one up for the event. Like, I was torn between adding one to Wappo and not, I believe, there. Because I'm like, man, if he swings into it really big, it'd be annoying. And then at the end of the day, what do I get out of the event? Do I just get a 3-5? But it's still nice because I'm able to continue. See, and he did. He swung 2 over. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save it, so we just traded our Wappo for a blocker, and that doesn't feel very good. Maybe at the end of the day, we probably should have just added a Wappo, but it's okay. We got Dragon in our hand twice. So now we're able to swing 6. And then Luffy gets to swing 7. And then I get to swing 7 with lead. And then I get to swing 9. And now I'm going to repeat that again with Dragon. We'll see what he's able to actually clear. I'm assuming he clears blocker for sure. And then maybe he gets them all. We'll see. So there's a Gecko. Okay. So he didn't have an Ice Age. That's good. So he ain't getting Dragon this turn. And then we can probably just take it. So now we get to swing 9 with Dragon, 9 with Leader, and then 11 with Dragon. Yeah, this is nice. Very nice. And then next turn we have Robson if we need to. Yep, and we win. Alright, and lastly, we just wanted to show you guys another teach game because that last one was so fast. But this one's going to be just as fast. So he swings 6. We'll take it. So we're setting on all the rush that we could ever hope for. We got event and we got this chopper. So we're going to get to play the chopper out, use the chopper ability, and then he's going to swing back into us and we get to use the event. We'll do that into another, what, block, or, not even chop, we just do a hiking bear and then we counter it out. So on this, we technically could play out our rusher here, but I don't think there's a reason to. I think we just don up and start swinging all these events because instead of playing something over top of something else and not getting to swing everything. Yeah, because now we get to swing. This is a 5. Yep. And then we get to swing Hiking Bear as a 5. We get the free play over top of our Nami with this one. With a blocker. That's fine. Cool. And then we get to swing Hiking Bear. Yep. And then we get to swing our... Yeah, and then we got lastly a 7k swing. Like, this is crazy. This is insane. And then the following turn, we're going to have Dragon. Or Dragon or Zoro. Or Zoro. Like... And we could save our Dragon for a turn if we really wanted to. But yeah, he just quits. But yeah, that was my own personal deck profile for ST-21 Luffy, aka Zooffy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Peace out.